Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to explain how different combinators work, which will help you to automate further your factory and provide warning systems when certain resources go down or where certain parts of your factory stop working. The combinators are these over here. We have arithmetic combinator, we have decider combinator, constant, powers and speakers. The most fun it is to be able to make different shades of light to warn you about the situation that you have at hand. So let's place one over here, and here we will connect a light switch. So here we need to be careful. You have the input on this side and the output on this side. It is also marked with these arrows over here. So let's connect the mining drill to the combinator, and then the output of the combinator will go to the light. As you see now, the light has turned off because it is controlled by our combinator. From here we can read resource content either from this mining drill or the entire patch. Let's leave it like that. And over here you can see that the input signal on the right hand side is 36 million. This is how much stone there is in this patch, because over here I have asked it to return the contents of the entire patch. So if I go to the map, I can see it is 36 million. This is what it's giving me. What I can do here is to tell it if stone is less than, I don't know, 1 million or 100k in this case, give me a red warning. And then on the lamp you have to select use colors, and the enabled condition is anything which is provided by a green circuit. The green circuit is chosen here because I am using the green wires. So when it is greater than 0, this will according to the color provided by the combinator, which in this case it is red. But of course the current resource count of this patch is 36 million, so this condition is false at the moment. Let's say I want 100 million here, and the condition is set. Then it will light up red, because this stone patch is less than 100 million. Now with this combiner you can read and do multiple validations. It is simple arithmetic comparisons that you can do in mathematics basically. And the input signals can be attached to almost anything. For example, I can read the content of this storage tank. Now the input is telling me how much water I have. So here I can change the condition and tell if I have less than 1000 of water, then switch on the light. Alternatively, I can make it greater than and throw out a green light. Now since this is 250, I have to reduce this to, let's say, 100. And that is green. I can also use it to indicate the kind of traffic that we have over here. So let's put on another one over here. You can do variable operations over here. I want to read the traffic, so I don't want to enable or disable by conditions. I just want to read the belt contents, and I want it to pulse. So what I did here is to get all the conditions that are being inputted. In this case, it's a pulse for every item that passes, not equals 0. So when the pass is provided, I just take it as a valid input. And I am providing the count with the color to this bulb. This bulb is only switching on and off just like the other one. Alternatively, I can change this to hold, and the pulse will be much longer. It will switch off only when there is absolutely nothing under it at the moment. This will be great if you intend to use combinator validations and warnings on belts that are not really busy, and you only want a warning when the activity on the belt slows down. What you can also do is to attach a warning, which can be done by a programmable speaker. You attach the output to the speaker as well. Now on the speaker you can tell anything which is not 0 or when it's equals to 0 in this case, and we don't want a warning for every time that stone passes underneath. So for the speaker to work properly, we need to do the opposite. We don't need to get a warning when something passes over the belt. We want a warning when there is nothing on the belt, so we'll do equals 0 here. It's important that the validation over here, stone equals 0. This over here is reading the content, so it's passing the number of stones that is passing beneath it. And it will only light up the lamp when there is absolutely nothing on the belt. Show alert will show the alert over here, and over here can choose different alarms. Now if I speed up the degrees over here, the alarm will start showing. Okay, we sped up the degrees. Okay, the alert has gone. Now we have a different alert which I have from my power station. What you can also do is to read the contents of accumulator charges in order to switch on switches. This will help you save the fuel from your power station. I have an example of it right over here, which is a small power station. As you can see, it is switched off. There is no activity going on here. We have the accumulator linked to the power switch. The energy is full, and the condition enable or disable is A less than 10% in this case. And when the charge level goes below 10%, this power station kicks in. And again, just like the validation that we did on the water, you can use it to get any type of liquid or gas which is stored in your. So this is the basic of how combinators work. Then you can also use the arithmetic combiner as well. The arithmetic combiner provides arithmetic computations to pass them along to a different combiner for different validations. So I'm using the same over here to read the entire orbit, 36 million. This is providing me exactly with the count of stone. And over here I can simply say division by 1000 in order to make the number smaller. And then output the count. So as you can see, the input is 36 million we divided it by 1000 and the output is 36,000. This combiner over here is receiving the count as 36,000 and therefore you can do something else with it. Now with this combiner you can do a different input using the red wire over here. You can attach it to anything else. And now you can see that I have two inputs. So here I can say if stone greater than water, then all is good. Let's say all is good because you can output the count of something else as well. So here we are comparing the available store after making a division over here. You will have situations where you will need to compare light fuel oil with petroleum, for example, or the ratio between iron and copper. Those validations can be done with the combiners over here. You can output different colors. I have used these type of combiners over here in my power station. This is a massive nuclear power station and I have two water systems and a number of steam. The first water system is a bit low, so I have an amber warning over here. I have different combiners over here to calculate the value in between, then the value of high and the value of low, to output different colors to the lamp. The same thing with a different water system. The steam, which is going to the turbines, this is good. And this over here is an area where the steam goes to. Right now it is a bit clogged, but all power is going normal, so for the moment I will ignore. And then I have a sort of dashboard over here which is counting the materials which I have in my inventory. All of these are linked to the RoboPort, which will give you all the information about anything that you have in your inventory, in your logistic chests. The first equals combiner is to filter out the resource that I want to count, or the item that I want to count, so that here I know the value. Otherwise, as you can see over here, it will give me all the signals. And in order to know the number of items that I got for each particular set, I am using the equals sign. This is a trick operation to always return true. So in this case, I'm going to validate the laser targets. Laser targets equal laser target. This is always going to be true anyway. And I am outputting the input of the count. The input of the count is received over here. Over here, we will not receive anything but the output of this. So it helps me know what I am validating in this area. So here we are calculating the value in between. Laser targets less than 90, laser targets greater than 30. If the value is anywhere between these two, output color yellow. The middle one, if laser target is greater than 90, output green. And if laser target is less than 30, output red. The number of targets that we have is 252, which is greater than 90. So it passes through the validation of the greater than, and the light will be green. And in this particular case, I also have a warning system, so that if I don't have any, it will show me my taskbar. I find this dashboard useful because I build a lot with automation, with robots and blueprints. Therefore, I will not be aware of the items in my storage. And from time to time I check this dashboard to see if I need to slow down or not. There are of course more uses to the combiners. But for this video we will stop here. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.